Hi, I'm Kristina with NWKS Radio, and I'm here with Shanda Mattix. She is part of Barnwood and Bling, and we're talking about Prairie Barn Market, which is this Saturday out here at the Prairie Barn Museum, which is where we are at right now. Shanda, thanks for talking to us.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Prairie Barn Market is your baby.
Yeah.
So tell me how that got started.
Sure. So it'd been something that had been on my mind for a lot of years. As a vendor with Barnwood and Bling, I'd gone to some other events similar to this, mostly in Nebraska, and had thought that the time would come that I wanted to host an event like this in Northwest Kansas. So 5 years ago, I decided that I was going to find a way to make it happen. So my husband and I started brainstorming, and so we were thinking locations, thought the museum grounds would kind of be the perfect place to host.
It's a beautiful grounds.
We're really fortunate to have this here. And use it as a way to draw people to the museum. A lot of locals haven't seen what we have to offer, so this is an event that can help bring them here. So during that time frame 5 years ago, met with Anne, the director of the museum, and started conversations about what it could look like. And now this is our fourth Prairie Barn Market.
Fourth year. So how many vendors, how many people do you have come for the day?
Yeah, our goal is around 40 vendors, and we have exactly 40 coming.
Wow.
All of them are makers, handmade goods or vintage, upcycled.
So you have to have kind of a certain type of product to be part of your show.
Yes.
So you're going to see stuff that is all handmade by someone, or they've upcycled it.
Yes.
Which I love upcycled stuff. That is so much fun.
There's so many fun things coming. So everything from jewelry and clothing to food products, baked goods, furniture, metal art, photography, candles, home decor.
So do you think
kind of all over the board?
A lot of your vendors, are they locals? Are they people we see off and on throughout the year, or is it people from out of town that we haven't seen before? Is it a nice mix?
I would say nice mix. There's some locals that are vendors here every year at Prairie Barn Market, but also pull from Colorado, Oklahoma, across the state of Kansas and Nebraska.
Wow.
And actually one from Missouri this year too.
Wow.
So a lot of vendors that you wouldn't typically see.
Right. So it's something different, a little bit different from the other craft shows that you see that come into town.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. Okay, so Saturday, what time are you starting? What's your hours? Let's talk about pricing. Let's talk about those types of things.
Okay. The event will run from 9 to 3. As you come to the museum grounds, you can enter through the main museum building, or also here at the south entrance gate that'll take you directly to the barn then. Admission is $5 for ages 13 and up, $2 for kids ages 6 to 12, and then ages 5 and under are free. And all of the admission fees go directly to the museum. This is one of their biggest fundraisers to help support all the programming and projects that they do.
I think that's important to know that this is a fundraising event for the museum. But also, and I don't mean to interrupt, but also this is a time that with those admission fees into the Prairie Barn Market, you get into the museum.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
So
all the exhibits will be open throughout the day. So these buildings outdoors, but then also everything in the main museum building. And if you've never had an opportunity to come, bring your children. The museum is really an awesome place to explore. So it's even more fun, with Prairie Barn Market going on. But if you've never been, this is a perfect time to come see the museum grounds.
It really is. It really is. And so it's just the one day.
Yes.
But you're also going to have a lot more than just vendors, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like you say, bring your kids, show them the museum, but you also have some extra fun things, right? So what else fun do you have planned for the kids and the grown-ups?
Yeah. When we decided that we wanted to pursue this idea of Prairie Barn Market, really the whole goal was to have an event that could create community. We see a lot of value in building relationships, and this is a place that you can bring your family and spend all day. And I'd encourage you to come and spend the day. Your kids will have fun, not only exploring the museum grounds, but we'll have the CCC equestrian team over here with pony rides. We have a little petting zoo over at the Vase and Red Barn. We'll have yard games set up over here by the playground. Mrs. Starbuck and the high school art students are going to be doing face painting over here by the schoolhouse. We have have some friends bringing their old tractors with a barrel train. So we'll do barrel train rides throughout the grounds. So a ton for the kids to do. Like really could spend all day.
Right.
We'll have food vendors, so you can plan to eat lunch here.
Okay.
My husband organizes the vintage truck and tractor show.
Okay.
So that'll be over here on the east side of the grounds. So, you know, the men, there's something to do too, can take in and explore all these cool vehicles. The museum has an awesome exhibit back in the northeast corner of all kinds of farm implements, and that building will be open. So there's really something for everyone to spend the day.
All right, so we're talking this Saturday in Colby at the Prairie Museum of Art and History. Come down and enjoy the Prairie Barn Market. Do your shopping, bring the kids, have some fun, explore the museum, and know that the entry fee is going towards the museum. It is a fundraiser for them so that we can keep this great asset to our community here. You know, the museum does add so much to our community. So we will see you
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Shanda.
Yeah, thank you.